everyone, my name is Simran and I'm here with Marina to teach you guys how to play Nuts. Nuts is a lot like competitive solitaire, where you have 2 or more teams with 1 or 2 players each. Each team will have their own deck, and make sure that you shuffle your cards really well in the start to make sure it's a fair play. Your setup will include a pile of 11 cards where 10 of them are face down and the 11th card is face up. This card you can play as soon as the game starts. Apart from your 11 pile, you will have 4 cards face up on your side of the board as well. The goal of the game is to get rid of your 11th pile. As soon as you're done with the 11th pile, you can say nuts and the game stops there and you count the points you have in the middle. How you can get rid of your 11th pile is by either stacking them on the piles in the middle. For example, I have an ace here. I can put it up and I can move this off my 11th pile and flip up the top card again. How your area works is that you can stack downwards with opposite colors. For example, I have a 9 of hearts and I have an 8 of spades. Since that's a red 9 and a black 8, I can put the black 8 on top of the red 9, and again I can move another card from my 11th pile because you want 4 piles at all times, and I can flip the top card over again. Again, your goal is to kind of try to stack them strategically so you can get rid of your 11th pile as soon as possible. While you have your 11th pile on your 4 decks, you also have the rest of the cards in your hand. These cards you flip 3 at a time, and if you can play any card on your piles or up on the board, you can do so. You can go 3 at a time, and once you're through all your cards, you can flip them over again and keep going. Now, as you can see, I have a red jack and a black queen, and I can stack these. And I can strategically stack my cards so I can get rid of my 11th pile faster, and I can also put as many cards as I can up on the board so I can get more points. Ideally, both teams are playing at the same time, so whoever gets a card on the board first, they will get that point. For example, if there's an ace of diamonds and we both have a 2 of diamonds, whoever gets the 2 of diamonds on that pile first, that will be their card over there and will be counted as a point. At the end of the game, once all the cards are counted and you count how many 11s you have left, you double the number of 11s you have and subtract it from your total points. We're slowly going to start playing the game, and I'll explain as I go how I am moving and rearranging my cards. Since Marina has an ace of hearts, she can put it up on the pile, and then if I ever get a 2 of hearts or a 2 of diamonds, I can put them there, and that will again be towards my points. I have a black 10, and I can move this entire pile over my black 10, as this again is traditional solitaire, and you are also trying to move as many of your 11 cards as possible. With this ace of hearts, I can again put that up there, and that will be counted as a point towards me. Again, another ace, it can go up on the board, and again a point counted towards me. As I've already said before, as soon as I'm done my 11th pile, I can say nuts, the game will stop. Since I call nuts and my 11th pile is complete, I will not be subtracting anything from my board. But since if Marina has cards left, then she will have to double that and subtract from the points on the board. And we can continue to play until one of us has finished our 11 pile. Again, I have a red jack here, and I can move my black 10 and the rest of that pile over and flip another 11 card. And while you're doing all of this, it's important to remember to keep flipping your 3s and watch out for any cards that you can play on the board or even stack to help you, again, get rid of your cards faster. As you can see, I have a black queen and a pile continuing downwards. I can move that on top of my red king and move another 11 card. You want to make sure that you have 4 piles at all times, and you are keeping track of what's on the board as well, so you can make as many points as possible. As you keep flipping your 3s, you can see what you can play. I can put my 2 of hearts up, and in my 11th pile I have a 3 of hearts, and I can also directly play that on the board. And I can flip another 11 over. It is important to remember in the 4 piles that you have going, you can only play the bottom card. So I cannot play anything above the 8. I have to get rid of the 8 first, then the 9, and then keep going up until the top. You can also take your 3s and stack them on the 4 piles you have going. I have a black 8 here, and the top of my 3s was a red 7, so I can put my red 7 here, and I can continue with my 3s. It's also important to remember that you can only play the top card of your 3s, so you do have to do that strategically as well, so you don't get stuck in a way where you cannot play any more cards. Again, I can play from my 3s to my 4 piles. I can also go directly from my 3s pile up on the board as well. As you can see, my last 11 is an ace, and I will put that up here. And since I have no more 11s left, I can say nuts and the game stops there. And then you can kind of clean up your little station with your 4 piles, and you will distribute the cards in the middle accordingly to whoever's deck that is. Since my deck is blue, all the blue cards will be a point towards me, and since Marina's deck is red, all the red cards will be a point towards her. But Marina, since she did not call nuts, you will have to count her 11s pile, double the number of 11s, and subtract that from the points she gained. I got 5 points and Marina got 19 cards up on the board, but since she had 6 11s left over, she will be subtracting 12 from 19, which leaves her with 7 points. While the goal of each round is to get rid of your 11s pile, overall you want to get as many points as possible. From each round, your points are added up, and the first team to surpass 100 points will win. A little twist that we like to add is if you exactly hit 100, you will start back at 0, but you can tweak the rules however you feel fit.
Thank you for watching our video, and we hope you enjoyed learning this new card game.